watching the news today, you probably are not familiar with what the government and the security apparatus has said will be the plan for tomorrow. Sir, can you make it clear? What is the plan for tomorrow? What should people expect? What are the do's and don'ts? Let's start there first.
Thank you very much. And sorry for some bit of a delay. Should have come here much earlier. And good evening to you all.
Good evening.
Good evening. First and foremost, before I answer that question, I want to take recognition of the events of last year, and of course the events that have taken place most recently. They are all very, very clear in our minds. The Inspector General of the National Police Service has boldly and very candidly talked about them, that these are things that they belong to some different world, completely alien world. I look at the majority of the young people that are assembled here this evening. They are seated right here. And I can tell you for a fact that they are my kids, personally. Mm-hmm. I have children as young as they are. Mm. So even when you talk about some of these things, for instance, a parent who suddenly loses a child, I also try to put myself in that same perspective, and I wonder how it would be like to lose a child, especially under circumstances that would have been, that are completely avoidable. Mm. So from the outset, I want to recognize the young people that are with us this evening, and the studio, the panelists in this studio, and say that we stand by the rule of the law. If you've had a chance to watch the Inspector General this evening, talk about the plans for tomorrow, because that answers that question. It's very clear, it's emphatic that we are on the side of the law, that it's the responsibility of the National Police Service as a security agent to ensure that whatever happens tomorrow, the police are there to watch, the police are there to assist, the police are there to see that law and order is maintained. And of the young people, there has been a petition that was delivered to Central Police Station, I am aware, on Saturday. The contents have been read, and the police have said, yes, we'll collaborate, we'll work very, very closely with the conveners and ensure that their pursuits and exactly what they want is going to be met. But perhaps even beyond that, and I want to ride on the statement of the Inspector General of the National Police Service. And the statement, more or less, talks about this country as our country. This is our only country, Kenya. I don't think, even talking to these young people here, that they have another country. So if this is our only country, then we need to safeguard, we need to really, really take care of it and understand that we have to do all it takes within our powers to ensure that we safeguard our country, we have it in a very, very good way. So right from the question that you've asked, we are on the side of the law. We are not operating outside of the law. That is the same assurance that we want to give to not only the young people that are here, but also listeners all over the country, or even beyond this country. So that's exactly what will happen. And we're asking for cooperation. And this is also very, very important. So this is not just a responsibility for the police and the security agencies alone, but also for the good people of Kenya, that together we can work it out, we can move along, we can march, and pass our message as regards to the events of tomorrow and much more. Thank you.
All right, still extracting your position from what the Inspector General announced. Again, it's a little unclear as to what the do's and don'ts are, right? First of all, talk to us about the matter of protected areas. Talk to us about if people are intending to show up tomorrow, what would make any of them be on the wrong side of the law? Since you say that the police tomorrow will be firmly standing on the side of the law, what can they do that would make them run afoul of the law and therefore get on your bad graces, if you may?
Well, it's very clear, and we have very, very good laws in this country. And I think oftentimes we stop reading the law, we stop understanding that law. And you've asked a very specific question about protected areas. Well, going by the reading of the law, protected areas are exactly that. There are places where the law protects, and it's very, very, if you look at the chapter, that should be chapter 204 of the laws of Kenya, there are areas that are designated as protected areas, and we go by that. You know, in law, and I know we have a very good lawyer right here.
Would you educate us as to what some of these things are?
We say it's a protected area is basically a protected areas. So it means that in our marching, I give an example like Parliament is a protected area, for instance. It is. We look at a place like we have State House is a protected area. That's a fact. Yeah, we have to agree about that. We have areas that are designated, and it's by the reading of. We have so many other areas that are designated as protected areas. That is something that we have to agree, because that is the law. That is our law.
And so, what does the law say about those protected areas? Is it wrong to protest outside of those protected areas? Is it wrong to protest in front of those protected? Can you help us